whether so or therefore.
Well, my vision for the future of public education is for all schools to operate more similar to how charter schools operate, in that if in fact they are improving academic achievement, they should be given license to continue. If they are not improving academic achievement, that there should be some very clear accountability measures in place.
There needs to be education of the whole student. It's got to be set up so that students are dealt with individually and not as a group. And I think that's where the public school system is in error. I think that we do need to have smaller schools where students are known intimately. And if it means that you need to break up the larger comprehensive high schools into smaller schools, if it means that a district needs to start opening up more charter schools, then that's what we need to do.
10 years into the future, public education, with the push from the charter school movement, will be much more effective, a lot more accessible to parents and kids from low-income areas.
Is that a lot of the states are running against caps in the number of charter schools that they can open in their states. I would recommend that everybody that's here today go to their legislators and try to get those caps lifted so the charter movement can keep moving. They're undoubtedly going to run into resistance, but they've got to do it, because if the states don't lift their caps and make it so difficult to open a new charter school, the movement's going to die right where it is. And there are a lot of people out there that would like to see it dead.
I hope that the standards, while they may be relevant and they may be very useful, I find them to be extremely meaningless unless they're in context with looking at the whole child.
What I see happening in the next 10 years in public schools is a continuation of a move to smaller schools. Okay? But being small is not enough. It's what you do with small. And what you do with small is make sure that you make it possible for kids and adults to connect with each other in very careful and appropriate ways, in very thoughtful ways, to provide the opportunity for kids and adults to work together.
My hope is that there's the ability to balance the whole standards movement, which I believe in, with the ability to be creative and to be able to provide children opportunities to prove that they satisfy standards without having everything have to be a cookie cutter type model where you could walk into every single classroom and they're doing the same exact thing out of the same exact book at the same exact time. I think there is that room to be able to do what you want to do and to be creative within the standards movement, and my hope is that can really be seen and that can really be understood.